ready, Tony? All right, we are recording right now, and I got Mr. Tony Alagna, and that's Artspeak in the back.
That's Artspeak in
the
back.
Man. All right, now question. Okay, he's made $800,000 this year.
Yes.
But he didn't win the Meadowlands Pace. He didn't win the Jug. He didn't win the North America Cup. So would you trade the money for one of those wins?
Never trade the money.
Never trade the money.
Never trade the money.
So,
no.
I mean, he's still got a chance to win the Breeders' Crown tonight.
Right.
Came from out of the clouds, right?
Yep,
That was the call.
Yep. Very, very good. You know, he came back around right after the Jug. You know, he was good that day. You know, he wasn't able to beat Wiglet Jiglet, which who can, but, you know, he went to Lexington, he was sharp. He was sharp up here in elimination. You know, he's put a really good series of races together.
Was the 2 races at the Jug a little bit harmful?
No, I don't think so, because he had a little bit of a break before that. He won the Simcoe, but, you know, the only time he really struggled was when he had to race 7 weeks in a row earlier in the year, and it took a lot out of him. But he had a little break after that, and he's come back good. He's as good as he's been.
He's sharp and ready to roll, right?
Really sharp. Really sharp.
What do we got there? Middle, somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah, he drew the 5. Drew the 5. Open, you know, they draw 1 through 5, the elimination winner, so he drew the 5.
Are you going to let Scott handle the job?
Yeah, I don't normally tell him how to.
No,
I don't normally tell him what to do. He doesn't listen anyway. He's typical of most of them, so it doesn't do any good to tell him anyway.
Were you going to say typical Canadian or typical kid?
Driver.
Typical driver. Okay, typical prima donna driver. So he's the last one you got in, right?
He's the last one.
So you got a couple other ones.
Yep.
Which one are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to the filly that I own, Bedroom Confession.
You own her?
Yeah, I own her. I braised her.
Right.
We bred her. We own the mare.
Everything. Nice.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to her and Racing Hill. And American Passport, the 2-year-old Pacing Colts, and of course our trotting filly, Caprice Hill. She's been phenomenal. She made $500,000 up here this summer. She's a good filly.
Doing all right.
Yeah, she's been good. We've had a nice year.
He looks ready to rock.
He's sharp.
Man.
He's ready to rock.
Are you worried? Are you nervous at all?
No, I don't think so. You know, we've been here before. You know, I tell everybody that Captain Treacherous prepared me for these nights.
That's true.
You know, there's no more. There's no more of a high pressure horse than racing him. So the rest of it's all. It's all cakewalk.
Would you rather have the high pressure horse like Captain?
Absolutely.
Or, yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I said, you know, if you're going to do it, why not have the one that's going to put all the pressure on you? You know, people will rise up into pressure situations. So
he had a lot of races where he just put the foot down on the throat, and I love it. Win by multiple lengths and crush everybody.
Absolutely, he was a great horse. You know, you don't appreciate him until they're gone. And sat back and watched a video of all of his races about 2 weeks ago, and just amazing what that horse accomplished.
Can you enjoy what he's doing this year?
Absolutely. You know, and I mean, I never lost faith in the horse. You know, I always went out right off in print and said I never lost faith in what the horse was doing. I knew that his day would come, and you know, he's sharp at the right time again.
Yeah, and I mean, next year is he going to race? What's the game plan?
Yeah, you know, he's got the 4-year-old rule still with him, so he's got a race next year as far as that. But
wonderful.
You know, hopefully at some point we'll get a deal done with a farm for a stallion career.
I love having the 4-year-olds race because that's when they really come into gear. Look at like Doo-Wop Hanover and horses like that that came back at 4. You know, that were. I mean, and he's pretty good at 3.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. And he was a great 2-year-old. You know, you could kind of put parallels to him and kind of what Sweet Lou did. But you know, Sweet Lou was a great 2-year-old. You know, he struggled a little bit early at 3, but he bounced back late, like this horse has. You know, and he had a good 4-year-old year and a great 5-year-old year. So who's to say?
Last question. Give me one thing, because you worked for Irv for a long time, right?
Yes.
So give me one thing that Irv still to this day you advice or something that you learned from Irv?
I would say the biggest thing I learned from Irv was, you know, it's hard to give up on a horse. You got to make sure you give him every shot before you turn the page on him, you know. And I think that was something that Irv was great at. You know, horses that struggled or fell a little bit behind, but you knew they had potential. You know, you had to try to work them through that and get them to their potential before you decided to turn the page.
To a degree, almost this guy, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, like, listen, he was supposed to be, you know, number 1, number 2, and he still is top. You know,
That's right.
You can't give up on him.
You don't give up the fight. You know, if they have no ability, that's one thing. But you know, if the horse has talent,
he's got a little bit of talent.
Oh yeah, he's got his fair share.
All right. Well, good luck, Tony, and you know, we'll hopefully 5 winners tonight, or dead heats.
4.
Dead heats.
Yeah, 4 in a dead heat.
Can we get a dead heat?
The 2 colts are in together.
Can you train your horses to dead heat?
Yeah, we do that at home.
You do that at home?
They're prepared for any situation.
All right, perfect. Good luck tonight, Tony.
All right, thanks so much.